Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. Hey, Javi, it's Hump Day. We're back on Hump Day. Gotta love a Hump Day stream, right? Hey, everybody. I know we started a little late today because I just felt like it. No other reason. I did, of course, I was at the hospital this morning. I'm every time I go, I guess long-term care home. It's not really a hospital. Jace, I see you, but I also wanted to acknowledge Denvi. Oh, a year. Denver, it feels like just yesterday. Like literally, it feels like it's gone by that fast. Thank you for hanging around for a whole darn year. And Jace, the fancy man, is Merc. Get your goddamn water. You know, I'm Jace. I suck. I have. Water is part of this beverage. And happy 8 months, Jace. Natalia's drinking water for me. I hope that's okay. And someone, who was it? I don't want to just say someone, because that's no fun. Everybody likes to get a little shout out. I can't find it now. You will remember because you said it. Said, look, I had the real cam set up and he just moved. Ding. Someone said the intro, they felt peace with the intro every time. And I got to say, I've been watching this intro for a couple of years now, and I still love that intro, the countdown. I still love it. I never get tired of looking at it. I see different things every time I see it practically. Where are you, Mr. Man? Where did you go? You just left. I had the real cam is on. And I got, we're going to do the mukbang because it's almost his supper time. Here he comes. Let me get the stool here in the view. Okay? Are you in the view now? There's the man. Here's the man, and this Mr. Man is Rio. If you're not already familiar, this is Rio's bum. Can I move you so we can see your face? There we go. Oh, look how handsome you are today. I think you might be a little cuter than you were this morning. I'm not sure. Javi, 17 impressionable months. Javi's like a little piece of Play-Doh. They're so impressionable. Javi, thank you for being here for so long. Even when Javi's gone, I'll probably still say, hey, Javi, it's Hump Day on Wednesdays. I think we expect it now. Should look at his eyes light up because I have this. Mr. Not very food motivated might want a little snack. Young Thugga. What are we congratulating young Thugga for? I missed something. Had a baby. Oh, young Thugga Main LaFleur, congratulations. What flavor baby? What flavor is your baby? What name is it? What is baby name? We have a new little baby. A little boy baby. A mini Thugga. You don't have to tell the name if you don't want to. You know, I'll just dox him. So I think Mr. Man needs to have this. Yeah, right now, that's the littlest little alert. We've had a couple of little alerts. Okay, we got the stinky. You know, I'm going to say I was buying the little mini fancy feasts, and but now that I switched to IAMS, and it's a beautiful name. Did I miss a beautiful name? Baby Thugga. That's a pretty name. Ew. Now it's on my hand. Ew. Ew. IAMS opens. IAMS is more expensive, but the packaging opens. Unlike the other ones, where you gotta get a knife. Hang on, let me get the man in place. And I think what I'll do, since the dink, I've got the real cam set up, I'll bring the real cam over, and then you won't get seasick. Here, do you want to eat? Here's your food. He just left. Do you want to eat? Yeah, you got to do your Wednesday mukbang. The people expect it. That's what they pay the good money for, Rio. Yes. Go up there and eat. And I'll get the other camera. Oh, he's just like, if I move, he's going to move. Dink, here's your food. Look, it's yummy. Oh my God, you're such a dork. You're a dork, Rio. Like, he literally follows me over there to get the damn Rio cam. Dorcas Maximus. And now he's gone. It's supper time. Don't you want to eat? Yeah, you do. Come on back. Oh, now his cam froze. This is nothing but a problem, this Rio cam. Will you just eat? People want to have your little mukbang. Look at him. This camera won't just hang. I'm going to make you all seasick again. Sorry. See if he ever comes here. You have a good view of the... Oh, look how dirty this is. Here, eat. Oh, this is ridiculous, Rio. You're a dork. I'm not playing this game with you. Okay, mukbang's over. And now I mucked up the camera for nothing. Oh, you guys are so patient with me. Oh. Frig. I screwed everything up now. It's all broken. Now I'm going to quit. Go home. All right, well, that was Rio's mukbang. He still hasn't had one lick of that food. And now he's gone. I'm sorry. What can we say? So, I don't have any notes. I got nothing to tell you. I got nothing to tell you. I went to the hospital, the long-term care home today. I showed some of you in Discord. When I was there last time, they have these toy cats, but they're not toys. They're therapy toys. And they're amazing. They move and respond. They purr. They meow. Their eyes open and close. Their ears. They make facial expressions. They roll over on their tummy. They even lift up a paw to make it look like they're licking. They're amazing. And they do it all independently. So they're great help for So I gave one to Mom. Saw one. I missed a super chat. Ingeborg, other than Ingeborg's. Oh, Jess, I'm so sorry. At the neurologist. Oh my God, Jess, good luck. Can everybody put some love in the chat for Jess? We got to find out what this damn headache is all about, for the love of goodness sake. Jess. Here's some hearts for Jess. Good luck. You know, we're all behind you. And Ingeborg, thank you for your super chat. Rio's mad. He's no longer the littlest alert. He never was. He's a monster. He's monster-sized, Ingeborg. Can you be quiet? Come here. I don't know why he's doing this every time I stream now. He used to be so good, and now he's just the baddest bad boy. So I'm really sorry. Maybe it's spring. And now I'm sitting here with a bowl of stinky cat food. Valentine. I think we need to throw some love hearts in the chat for Valentine, because Valentine's been having a rough week. That's all I'm going to say. And they could use a little love and attention. Everybody's kind of half-assed here, Val. Ella's sort of here. Snark is in and out. It's an odd time. But yeah, Val could use a group hug, I think, today. He's had better days. Val, I told you, just go eat some cheese and know that we love you. Okay? Now Rio is scratching in the litter box. Endlessly. So yeah, no notes today. I got nothing to tell you. Brought some new furniture, making Mom's room cozy. Oh, the therapy cat. So I saw this. I didn't think she would. I thought it was, maybe she'd think it was stupid, right? But she saw it and she really liked it. So I gave it to her and we turned it on and she flippin' loved it. She loved the silly little therapy cat. It's like crazy. And then today I went and I brought some more pictures for her to hang up. I'm trying to make her room cozy and homey, and it's getting there. It's pretty cozy now. She is happy. I'm not used to seeing Joan happy. Joan is not a happy. Happy and Joan are not things that have ever gone together. But she seems like content there. She's happy to see me, but she doesn't cry like I'm like saving her life. She's just happy to see me, normal level of happiness. And when I leave, she's okay when I leave. It's friggin' weird. I'm having a real hard time wrapping my mind around it. And then things like today I live streaming on Wednesday, hump day. Let me tell you, it's hardly work. It's just fun and relaxing because, you guys are great. So it's the easiest damn job. I don't care what Amberlynn has to say about it. Can you just come up here and be quiet and sit like a pretty statue and be adored quietly? Can you be quietly adored now? I don't know if it's spring. Is it spring? Yes, Ella, I don't know what this miracle is, but I've been waiting 60 years. The narkness is gone, Ingeborg. And it's funny because I was discussing this with one of her nurses the other day, and I said, the dementia's won now. Like, she's a pleasant old lady. They love her there. She's nice to everybody. She's nice to me. Now, that said, she's like not even barely a person. Like, the conversations are just surface level about the weather and how you are and what you ate. And it's, so there's no fight left in her, though. She's pleasant. It's wild. Grace was the one that said, I see Grace is moving out tomorrow. Good luck with your move, Grace. Grace was the one that said the intro made them feel calm. So that's my little update on Mom. My runt cousin is coming on Sunday to visit because that's my mom's niece, and she's going to bring her mother, which is my mom's sister, who's 92 and has Alzheimer's. And let me tell you, if that's not the funniest conversation to listen to, two 90-year-olds with dementia and Alzheimer's having a conversation. You're out of control today. What's wrong with you? Like I'm waiting for him to answer. Oh, I'm just restless. I've got spring fever. It's been like 5 days. He's been like nonstop. Oh, you're leaving campus and getting a real apartment? Awesome. Grown-up stuff now. Oh, Ella, I give my mom the phone to call. Oh, I didn't do it today. I forgot. I give my mom the phone to call her sister every day, and they have the same conversation every single day. It's always like, "Where are you living now?" Okay. "And where is that?" Okay. And I don't know who I live with. I think I live with my kids, but I don't remember their name. It's the same conversation every day. Oh, Ingeborg. He will never shut. He will do this for 2 hours. You guys think I'm not exaggerating when I say, yeah, dementia and Alzheimer's are different. Alzheimer's, I think it's all dementia, but Alzheimer's is a specific kind of dementia, and there's different kinds of dementia. Like what my mother has, I think, is vascular dementia, but there's other kinds. Yeah, Putu, they can be really. Putu says, excuse me, please. Alzheimer's and dementia are cruel, but they can turn aggressive older folks easier to handle or make the most placid folks turn awful. Hardest stint I ever did. Those nurses are angels. Like the infinite patience that they have. Oh my God, they're not dealing with one; they're dealing with a whole floor of them. Like I've worked with the homeless. I've worked in hospice care. I've worked with AIDS patients, but I've never worked in any great length with dementia people. I don't. That's another level of angel for sure. Hello, Rin. Hello, Lulu. Somebody else just made it. Beck. Hey, you guys. Laser Saint just made it. They were rushing back from the grocery store. You bought cookies? I would like. Can I have a cookie, please? You had 14 of them, Putu? Oh my gosh. No, you haven't missed a thing. I was just catching up on Joan. I got nothing else to tell you now. Rio wouldn't eat, and I guess we're going to do a retro react today. Perhaps Joan and Rio pulled a Freaky Friday. Don't even say that, Dan. That's terrifying. Paka's aunt had prefrontal cortex dementia. I know there's all kinds of different kinds, right? Good Lord. Life be lifin'. Life be lifin'. So nothing much is happening. I know in the last stream I said we'll look at her new cameos, but I checked and they're not uploaded. So I don't know if you can choose to upload your cameos or if they're all automatically uploaded, but Rio will not shut up today. I'm sorry. You'll just have to put up with him. Can you maybe sit here? You want to come sit here? No. Come here. Come here, please. Thank you. Maybe if I can pet you, you'll be quieter. Mick. I'm gonna say that's Mick. Welcome. Thank you for joining, Mick. So yeah, nothing much new, nothing to talk about in girl world. Nothing's going on. We already looked at her sad. She's having a hard time right now, you guys. She's having a hard time right now. And it just kind of made me think: is there sometimes when she's not having a hard time? Watch, now he's gonna go eat. You're an ass. There may be some times when she's not having a hard time. So I looked in her history of some videos, and I found one from 5 years ago called "Really Hard Things to Talk About." But I know you're going to want to catch a little mukbang action, which I have here now. Look, you get Amber and Rio. Sorry, I was showing you. It's Mike. Okay, Mike. Thank you, Ella. I know. I didn't know I was pointing that at my chin. Oops. Here, I can do this. There. Is that better? That's better, right? I'm not going to move the mic because I can't be bothered. But at least we get our real mukbang with all our headphones. It just doesn't look nice, Rio. Can I move that? It just doesn't look nice. There. That's better now. It's a cleaner shot with the peach. His name is Rio, and he eats upon the sand. Just like that mukbang down in old Kentucky land. When Rio eats, he really shows you all he can. Oops. Grace quit their job at Target. Oh, so you can join us on Saturdays. That's nice. Eat slow, huh? Yeah, Grace has got all the big changes. Moving, leaving campus, quitting a job. Big life changes. I hope everything goes well. He's such a slow eater. I do like the backdrop, though. And he's done. As I told you guys, he's not highly food motivated. There. Are you going to be quieter now? Are you going to go have a little nap, or are you going to have a poop and a Zoom? Have an interview Friday for a real job. Oh, Grace. Well, we're all going to be rooting you on for sure. Sorry, my itch. All right, well, back to this. I prefer my desktop background to that, but it is what it is. Laser Saint says, my cat has requested his leftovers because apparently I'm starving her. His and her. Is your cat a they? Well, Laser, it's not right to get a cat and never feed them. Like, clearly that animal has never eaten. Has food ever passed their lips? That's what we always say in the Discord. That's how we talk about our animals. Oh my God, the cat needs attention. Well, clearly he's never been touched by a human hand before, you monster. Give him some attention. So yeah, anyway, I looked at Amber's catalog of some of the videos she talked about having a hard time, and I thought it might be interesting to look back at one of her old videos where she was talking about having a hard time and maybe doing a little comparison and see is she still is it the same things that she's having a hard time with, or maybe is it new things? I mean, life is up and down. I'm not saying she couldn't have hard times then and now. Of course, we all do. But I just thought it's interesting because it seems to me she's always having a hard time. So this video is not from exactly 5 years ago. It's from November, so it's not really 5 years ago, but it's 5 years ago. Close enough. We don't need to know. There's no law that says we have to do it to the exact date. And I just thought that it was fun because it was titled Really Hard Things to Talk About, given her last video was she's having a really hard time. Putu, what are you doing? After 5 years, we may finally be able to convert our dilapidated old barn into a home. Oh, that's cool. Means I'll be opposite of my father who has... Oh, Putu, that's excellent. Clearly, Putu has a lot of experience in being a caretaker. They've worked with all those Alzheimer's people. Oh, that's amazing. We have Alert that could help you build that barn. She's amazing. I don't even know if you're in the same country. You're not even in... I don't even think you're in the same continent. I don't remember. CH, exactly. Now, I have all these different layouts. What's this one? What's this one? Oh, that's a good one if we don't have the Rio here. CH is here. CH, I'm trying to get you some work, girl. Sorry, I have an itch I have like a mosquito bite on my back. I've been watching too many Amazon videos. I don't think I'm going to go to Costa Rica for my birthday. I went to buy the ticket last night because I'm a lunatic, but it had actually gone up $200. like in 2 days. And I just thought, if you really want to go in January for 3 months, why would you go in October, you big goofball? Why don't you save that $1,000 to $2,000 and put it towards the January thing, right? Yeah, Ingeborg, it was like $320 Canadian return, and I was like, I kind of have to go at that price. What the hell, man? Snork can't fly to Toronto for that price. I can fly return to Costa Rica for $320. And then I went to look at it last night, and they've gone up to like $515. And then, that's the cheapest, most economy seat. And then once you add a bag and add the taxes, and I was looking at $700 return, which still isn't bad. But I just thought, wait a second now, that's a big difference from $300, So I'm going to keep my eye on it, because sometimes they drop like a month before. And I'm, people want to mock my age, but I've got all the friggin' freedom in the world. If I see a plane ticket that's flying next week, I can book it if I want. So I'll leave it at that. Like, if something comes up that I can't turn down, I'll take it. And if not, I'll just look forward to January and I'll do something. I'm lying. I won't do anything. I'll probably live stream. If I'm not in Costa Rica, I'll just sit here and live stream. Yeah, flights are crazy. They go up and down, eh? You really got to watch. That's why I watch. Like, I literally check. If I'm going to fly somewhere, I watch the flight morning and night every day. Yeah, Jack, sometimes you only get that one shot. But I did notice that although October has gone up, the ticket prices for September have dropped. So maybe by the time we hit September, October's prices might drop again. What about the Canadian islands? The Thousand Islands? They're beautiful. Northern Ontario is gorgeous. Canada is gorgeous. And we've got forests like crazy. It's just not tropical. I'm into the tropical, It's too cold to swim. Like Lake Ontario, your toe would snap off if you went in that lake. So, and see, Talio, this is what I'd do. I'd go on Airbnb and I'd try and find a nice cabin, cottage for 2 days for my birthday. And in Ontario, a nice cottage is going to cost me $300 to $500 a night. And then I'm going, well, for $1,000, I might as well go to damn Costa Rica. So then it goes back to this. So it's like, this is what I do every day. This is where my head is at every day. Look at this spinning, must be driving you crazy.
Hey guys.
Stop. Is that what the dressing is named after? The Thousand Island? I don't know. Paca, incognito doesn't work for flights. That's not true. It's a wives' tale. And like, booking on a Tuesday isn't true. And all those rules that people say, this is for sure, that's not necessarily always true. Sometimes it is. I'm nuts. Okay. I'm nuts. Like, I'm trying to learn Google Flight Matrix ITA. They've got a thing which is like a little more intense than Google Flights, where you can, if you book certain layovers, you can work your flights differently. And there's things called fuel dumps and stuff. Like, there's all kinds of ways to try and finesse a cheaper flight. You can get right into it. Cameron's asking the hard questions. Which came first, the dressing or the islands? No, it's not bad, Paca. A lot of people believe that. But I don't think it's always true. And the same with Tuesdays, and the same with absolutely 90 days out. Like, all those hard and fast rules, not necessarily true. And I've certainly heard that incognito, Google's getting sued for that right now, for incognito, right? Isn't there a class action lawsuit? If you've ever used Google Incognito, you can sign up for the class action lawsuit because it really wasn't incognito. So, oh, well, maybe we have to go back over this way then. Yes. Did you see the little paw? Are you biting my knee now? No, he's not. He says, no, I would never bite your knee. I got to move you back a little bit so we can see you better. Because you know how we are about framing here on the Narc Alert show. Here, I'll go back a little bit so you're not alone back there, okay? Everyone gets 61 cents in 3 years. Yeah, I'm sure it's not much. Volume up on Ambi. Thank you, Ella. And the it is down. So let's get into this because it's long when it's 17 minutes. This is Amberlynn 5 years ago saying she had some really hard things to talk about, you guys.
Okay, so I haven't done one of these in quite some time. We're going to do a Q&A.
Welcome back, Val. We'll only call you if we need you or if we feel like giving you a big hug.
I went on Instagram. I told you guys to ask me questions. So we're going to go through there. I have gotten a ton of questions. I'm just like scrolling through and I'm like,
oh, how unusual. She did a Q&A on Instagram. Well, right off the get-go, we know that's different.
who are you guys? Like, you guys are amazing. So I don't know what we're going to be getting into. Could be talking about some serious stuff. Who knows? I never know what to expect when you guys ask me questions. So yeah, let's get to this. I actually really enjoy watching these videos from my favorite YouTubers or just YouTubers in general. Even if like,
gotta say 5 years ago, girl's looking a lot bigger here than she does now. We gotta give her that, right? 5 years ago. Oh, so this would have been the big year, right? 2019, the housebound year. Definitely when she was at her largest, right? No matter what anybody says, girl was housebound, bedbound. She was, is the shirt on backwards? I think it's not. I think it was just that one dress. Sometimes those things are actually in the front.
Like, they're not my favorite. It's nice to have like that white noise sometimes in the background. Plus, you know, it's good for updates and such. So let's go. Okay, so first question is, if you were able to do a tour, would you do it for us that love you? Honestly, if I was at a
tour? A tour? What? What is she going to do on a tour? Are they just going to ship her couch from city to city and she's going to sit there and let people ask her questions?
Smaller weight and I could withstand such energy.
Patricia, interesting question. Patricia says, honest question, her shoulders look way smaller today. Is it filters, camera angle? It's interesting, isn't it? I never thought about the filter thing too.
Energy and just like all that like walking and just like talking.
I get she means a YouTuber tour, Jack, but she doesn't do anything. She's not entertaining, amusing, or does she has a skill. She doesn't do any. She doesn't sit on her couch and answer questions about herself. Is she going to bring her plaque?
And standing and moving. I would want to make it super fun for you guys. Unsure of what I would really do for y'all, but I'm sure I would think of something. But I feel like at this weight, I can't, obviously. But if I was smaller and able to move more, I would totally do it. And I would request ideas from you guys on what you guys would want to see at a tour live show. Like, I wouldn't have any clue what to do. And if you
because you have no skills, because you don't do anything, Amber, you can't go on a tour. What is she going to do? Scratch art? Is she going to fill up a big jug with ping pong balls and get us to guess how many are in there? Like, girl, you have no skills. A mukbang tour. Sadly, still here 420. That's it. Live mukbang.
You guys randomly hear like a really loud noise. It's the heater. It goes on and off. What is the most challenging thing you have ever had to deal with other than your weight and binge eating? Love you. I love you too. So that's actually a really, really easy question. It's definitely just the things I went through in my childhood, neglected. My parents were drug addicts. Just went through a lot of abuse, whether it be mentally, sexually, not by my parents, but I went through a lot and that landed me in foster care. What's something you're very proud of and something you maybe regret or are ashamed of doing? So I used to say that I was very proud of graduating high school because I was actually the first person to graduate high school out of my family in tons of generations. So I felt very proud of that. And I also used to say that I was proud of losing 89 pounds. But now that I've gained those puppies back, plus a lot more, I'm no longer proud of that accomplishment. But what am I ashamed of doing? Definitely.
She did stop talking about the famous 89 pounds, didn't she? We'll have to see if we can clock when that happened. Because she used to talk about it a lot, right? I mean, it was the famous 89 lbs, right?
All the weight I've It has
I know, Ella.
completely ruined
I
my
didn't want to be mean, but yeah,
life. It seems like
she's in her late 20s and her biggest achievement in life is graduating high school. That's a pretty low bar. Now, she came from a rough start. So I'm guessing from, like, if it is true that she's the first in her family to graduate high school, I get it. I get how that would feel like an accomplishment. But one would hope that by this point in your life, you might have accomplished something else or more.
and by the way, Becky's behind that blanket behind me. Do a little movement. Oh, peace, she said. If you lose enough weight to go back to the gym, would you do it? Totally. I just know that at this weight, I should not be going to no gym. I'm actually doing really well at home, just walking before I go to bed. I actually really like doing that. I like to get my steps in, and
Oh my God, girl. She likes to get her steps in. She was homebound. She was bedbound. This is when the mattress was in the living room, you guys. She's telling us she went to get her steps in. Girl, I got 6,000 today so far. People in the chat have got 15,000, 20,000. You're not getting steps in. You're housebound.
I like to just feel more energized from doing it, because I noticed that ever since I've been up and moving more, I actually have felt more like crisper in my mind, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't to most of you, but it's definitely made me feel a lot better. So yeah, if I lose.
And how bad do you feel for Becky laying there under a blanket, probably because she doesn't want to be filmed? And I'm guessing the only place that Amber could do this video was, I guess, in their bedroom. Becky's trying to sleep, or she's lying there just having to be by herself or whatever. And she's got Amber there filming a damn video. And she's got her hand under the covers listening to all these stupid lies that Amber's telling. Must be weird, right? It must be really weird for poor Becky.
Lose a lot more weight, I will definitely be going to the gym. Would you consider filming weigh-ins daily again? I loved them. I think if I did daily weigh-ins, that would actually annoy a lot of people, because that's just like constant, like every day. Weigh-in video, weigh-in video, weigh-in video. And I don't know what I would do with that. I feel like that would bore a lot of people. I've honestly actually had people ask me, would you do what I eat a day videos every single day? And it's just like, what would I do with that? Just every day uploading, oh, what I eat today. I don't.
Actually, a shrimp is making a comment about school. Absolutely. Don't take me the wrong way. It is absolutely an accomplishment to graduate high school. A lot of people don't get that far. Not a lot these days, but many people don't. I think a basic education is pretty important. I used to be a huge education advocate, but I think the world has changed a lot. And I don't mean high school. I think everybody should go to high school, graduate high school, or get a GED at least. It gives you a basis of basic knowledge. I don't think college and university is as important as I used to think it was. Obviously, if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or some kind of profession like that, it is. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary anymore. But graduating high school is absolutely still an accomplishment. I'm not putting that down at all. And like I said, especially coming from where she was coming from, she may have been the very first person in her family, and that is a huge accomplishment. We would just hope she has done a little bit more. No, Shrimp, I know you didn't mean it negatively. I just wanted to reiterate, because I don't want anybody to feel bad about that, because absolutely not. And if you haven't graduated high school, that doesn't mean anything either. There's a lot of people that don't have any education that have done well for themselves. It's a case-by-case basis for sure. But just saying, by your mid-20s, we would hope that there might be something more than high school that you're proud of.
I don't think my channel would grow that way. Obviously I can do random weigh-ins and I can do random what I ate today videos.
I agree. Secondary school is a good way to increase critical thinking skills. There's also things, interacting with people, appreciating different opinions and not living in a bubble. There's a lot of benefits to school. I've told you guys before, I'm a multiple college dropout. Not because I didn't like school. I just, clearly I liked it. I kept trying. And I was just lazy. I just wanted to have fun. That was my problem. I think there's a ton of benefits to school, but I don't think it's necessary anymore. I don't think anybody's hurt by going to school. But I don't think you're guaranteed failure by not.
those things will never go away. Why are you guys still drinking sodas? Not trying to be rude or anything. No, definitely not a rude question. I drink diet soda. I don't think that's something I will be stopping anytime recently or recent.
Soon. I'm not going to be stopping that anytime recently. What? There you go. Elegant minds speaking up to tell us they did not graduate high school, doing fine. School isn't for everyone. You don't need a high school diploma for many jobs. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's what I was saying. Guys, I was a chef. When I did my apprenticeship, you needed a grade 10 education to do an apprenticeship. It's not necessary. These days, you need a high school education. But back when we were still carving, elephants and shit on the cave walls, you only needed a grade 10.
Anytime recent?
Anytime soon.
Anytime soon. I need to go to bed. I actually have been drinking water about 90% of the time, but I will still have myself a diet soda, and I'm gonna keep doing that. This isn't an all or nothing approach because I will just fail. Someone asked, why don't you just follow the Dr. Now way? 1,200 calories and exercise. It works for them. So one of the main big reasons why it works for them is because they're under doctor and professional supervised care.
But they aren't. They're given the diet and they're sent home and they're made to come back in a month and weigh in. I don't understand this. And what bother?
They are working their way towards getting an amazing weight loss surgery on a television show that will be live for everyone to see. When you're put...
It's not live. And why does the television show have anything to do with it? I would guess a lot of those people end up on 600-pound life because it's a great way for them to finally get the surgery that they can't afford. So they're willing to diminish themselves and be put in that horrible position to be on that show to get what they need. I would guess that's probably where most people come from on that show, not because they want to be on TV. You're such a weirdo, Amber.
Under those predicaments, I'm sure it is 50 million times easier to follow a 1,200 calorie weight loss plan.
They go home and follow it at home. There's nobody supervising them at home. Does she think that Dr. Now is like checking in on these people every day? They probably only see him for 4 minutes for the TV show and have other doctors mostly in charge of their care. Nobody sees your the main surgeon. You don't spend a lot of time with them. Nobody's supervising them, Amber.
Because if it was easy for them already, then they would have done it already. They wouldn't have had to go on a show or anything. I'm not knocking their progress or the fact that they've been able to do it because that's amazing. And for me right now, if I just woke up one day and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna eat 1,200 calories, I will fail. And I think that's what a lot of people aren't understanding. For someone like me who has binged her whole life.
No, but you don't
and
have
has
that.
Overate her whole life.
You don't have that now, though. So that you can't, that wasn't a real excuse back then, because now we know you told us you don't have binge eating disorder.
And who has turned to food her whole life. She can't just up and completely change everything about herself in one day. And I've tried that. Trust me. I've woken up and I'm just going to eat healthy. I'm only going to eat 1,400 calories. I've done it. I have done it.
No, you haven't.
And look at where it's gotten me. It hasn't gotten me anywhere.
Because you have no discipline, Amber. It's not because it's the wrong thing to do. She's trying to frame it like it's the wrong thing to do. It's not the wrong thing to do. It's just that you don't have the willpower or the discipline to do it on your own. And that's not even unique to you. If it was, then nobody would be overweight. But you don't have the discipline to do it on your own. It's not because the plan isn't going to work.
Have you considered moving somewhere else, even in the same state? A change may help a lot. Moving has been something I have been looking into for quite some time now. I think it's mainly because I love just having my own space. That's something that I thought I would never say, but it's just really fun. And I wouldn't really say that I like the town I live in. I kind of hate it because there's literally nothing to do here. And to do anything, we have to drive pretty freaking far. And it's just sometimes you just want to hop in your car and not have to drive freaking 50 years to get somewhere. But the thing is,
Congratulations, Shrimp. What does it matter if you have to drive far? Like, does it matter if the drive is 5 minutes or 20 minutes to get somewhere? I can see, like, if you're used to, like me, I live in the core of a big, huge city. I walk everywhere. Everything is 10 minutes walk away. For the love of God, there's a new maple syrup dispensary 5 minutes from my house that's now open 24/7. So yeah, everything is walkable around here. So yeah, for me to move to a place where everything was a far drive away would be a big pain. I wouldn't like it either. I get that. But her whole life, she's never been someone that lived somewhere that was convenient. She's always had to have somebody drive her to get to places. What difference does it make? You're with your partner that you love. Isn't that what's most important?
I love this house. My animals love this house. And this house has been my home for over 1.5 years now.
And the woman that I love lives in this house and loves living here. And that's why I'm here. What about that part, Amber? Becky's not even a part of her conversation.
It's going to be, it's been 1.5 years. And it's just like, I know leaving it will be hard. And
even the way she's talking about this, I really like my own space. Like, Becky's not even part of this conversation. Isn't that weird?
I love living with my friends. It's fun. Every day is just like you're hanging out with your friends. Like, who wouldn't want that? Someone asked, can you do more mukbangs? I actually really want to start doing more.
Murphy's Bed, we say maple syrup for cannabis because I'm Canadian and it's legal here, but it's not legal everywhere across the United States. So we're never sure how YouTube is going to deal with it. So we just refer to it as maple syrup.
Mukbangs, I enjoy them. I have people who message me and say that they sit down at home when they're alone and they will sit down and watch my video while they're eating so they don't feel so alone. I love that. Like, I did that when I lived by myself. Shit, I still do that sometimes now. A lot of people don't like when morbidly obese people do mukbangs, but I find that strange because people have to eat to survive. And I don't sit there and do.
Heroin addicts kind of have to shoot up in order to survive or they'll go through withdrawals, but that doesn't mean we want to watch it. Even if it's methadone. Even if they're going through methadone treatment, we don't want to watch that. Amber, nobody wants to watch you do a mukbang. Everybody's very cognizant of the fact that you have to eat to survive. And even at 500 pounds, you're probably taking in some food every day. We know that. We don't want to watch you eat a rotisserie chicken.
Huge quantities of food anymore in mukbangs. Like, my first mukbang, oh my gosh, this was like way over 2 years ago. Oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute. My first mukbang was a whole bag of hot Cheetos, like 2 frozen.
Julie, holy crap. I'm putting this up on the screen because that deserves a big round of applause. 19 weeks off 28 years of opioids. Cold turkey. Julie, you're a fucking badass. Wow. Some love in the chat for Julie. Wow. Watching this barge make excuses must really tick you off. Julie, that is freaking amazing. That is amazing. Fuck, man. 28 years? You hang in there.
Burritos. I had Dove chocolate. Like, I
awesome.
Went all out. But my recent mukbang was literally half of a Subway sandwich. And the one before that was chicken, broccoli, and potatoes. The one before that, I don't remember what it was actually. But I don't sit there and just eat huge quantities of food. What I do eat though is what I would eat off a camera as well. No, so it's just another way for me to get some content for you guys and videos that you do enjoy, and another way for me to just like talk to you guys.
So 5 years ago, she's doing the same. But Julie says, I'm awake and I have stuff to do. It's amazing. Is it nice not being on the nod 20 hours a day? I mean, that might be nice once in a while. not as a lifestyle choice, maybe. 5 years ago, it's the same crap, man. All she's got for content is food. And now she's really stuck because she can't. She's screwed right now. I don't think she knows what to upload. And now that the drama with Mama is over, what's she going to talk about? What's she going to go back and show us her bingo dauber again? I mean, this can't go on.
I don't know. I'm rambling now. Someone asked, when will you show your bare legs on a video? That'll give you tons of money, you know. I don't.
Listen, my mod Snork will pay you tons of money. They just got a new job. They can afford it now. Snork would start a GoFundMe to see the legs. I know it. They're weird that way.
Just make YouTube videos or do certain things for money. I know a lot of people think that. Trust me, I get it. Like, if I did like a bikini haul, I would get so many views. I have had this in my brain where I'm just like, it'll be so easy for me to make a video and just get so many views. But that's not really the point of what I'm doing here. I'm not trying to show my body like that in a very, 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 very negative light. Plus, I'm ashamed. That's another big thing. And obviously, I'm ashamed. Like, I'm over 500 pounds. How could anyone be this weight and be happy with their body? Like, it's not going to happen. And another thing is,
I don't understand how you
cause so.
I don't understand how you can be that weight and sit every day and be ashamed if that's how you're feeling and not do anything about it. Like, when you make the when you're going through the stages where all of a sudden something doesn't fit anymore, or something you used to be able to do you can't do anymore, or you used to cross your legs and all of a sudden you can't cross your legs anymore, isn't that a signal to you to maybe you should start do something? But no, none of that bothered her.
Much more cruelty. I don't need that. Like, I just want positive vibes. Someone asked, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? So this year for Thanksgiving, actually, we are hosting the Thanksgiving festivities, which is usually just like a really huge dinner. Like, that's what everyone does. But yeah, we're hosting it and it's going to be here, and tons of Becky's family is coming, and it's going to be awesome. Me, Eric, Ricky, Becky, we're all super excited. And
did that happen? ALR historians in the chat. Did tons of Becky's family go to that house for Thanksgiving with Eric and Ricky? I don't recall any of that. A leg cross challenge. Listen, at my heaviest, I couldn't cross my legs anymore. And it freaked me the hell out. Not that you remember, Rin. I don't remember that. Yeah, Becky, Eric, it was them, right? It wasn't tons of Becky's family? Someone will have to look that up.
And we're going to be supplying majority of the food. Ricky is going to be cooking most of it because he is the cooker in the house. I feel like I would ruin everything, but obviously I'm going to help when needed. I'm going to be, buying some of the food, and her family is going to be bringing some things, but that's pretty much what we're doing for Thanksgiving. Someone said last time you quit Lexapro, you were in bed.
Why are we congratulating Venom? 7 years clean. Venom, amazing. Did you guys know that Venom has a chicken? It's like the coolest chicken. Alerts are cool.
What's different now? I think that if someone wants to ask me a question or give me like facts about my life, they should probably have their facts straight. In no way am I trying to be rude or be like, you're wrong, boo-boo, but you kind of are wrong. Last time I quit Lexapro, I only quit it for, it was about 6 days, and I wasn't just up in my bed for weeks. That doesn't make any sense. The last time I was up in my bed for weeks was actually while I was on Lexapro. So that never happened. Someone asked, did you contact your doctor about the congestive heart failure concerns like you said you would?
Venom, I know you were offering Julie help, but every time I see your name, I think of your chicken. I had to tell everybody about your chicken. Because I think that chickens would probably help with recovery. Would help me.
I 100% did, and she told me it is definitely just because I am gaining weight rapidly, which she said is due to me binge eating and eating so many calories at once. And she actually gave me so many tips on how I can lose weight and stop this from happening. And it's definitely not congestive heart failure. So just stop putting negative thoughts in people's heads. Like, calm down. I hate when people, in the comments, diagnose other YouTubers.
Girl, you're 500 pounds and you eat like a slob. you're going to have, it could happen. It's not unlikely. Felicia, thank you for the super chat. Maple bacon chips and real treats. You know what? I ate a whole damn bag of those chips yesterday. A whole bag. They're insane. It's like the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. If I could live on those chips, I would live on those chips. I was eating those chips and I thought, I'm so excited for Paige to come to Toronto to try these chips. That's how good those chips are.
YouTubers, like I'll be watching like my favorite YouTuber and like in the comments, like they'll be like, oh, this person has da-da-da, this person has da-da-da. And I'm just like, how do you know? Did you run the test? Next person asked, what's yours and Becky's favorite color, season, animal? So my favorite...
We don't need to run the tests, Amber, to know that there is a high probability of you having a heart failure. Vanessa, thank you so much for gifting 5 members. We got 5 new alerts. Woot, woot, woot. 5 new people jumping in that Discord if you can. Thank you, Vanessa. Oh, trying to fish for shrimp again. Do I have any to do? I might have some. Let me look. I might have some. Start a poll, Q&A. No, that's not what I want. Here. Here, look. Boom. Let's do that. Oh, I got them good ones, but I didn't get the shrimp. It's like roulette. Got some good ones. Didn't get the shrimp though.
favorite color is maroon. I like pink.
Oh, Merc.
I like all kinds of colors. Becky's favorite color is seafoam green. They also said favorite season. Both of our favorite seasons is autumn.
Both.
I do like winter, but here in Kentucky it snows and it gets so cold. So I'm just going to scratch that and just stick with autumn.
Ingeborg, thank you for the super chat. Ingeborg says, Fish and mailed Asper refused to have any poobs, but I'm back. Okay.
Favorite animal for Becky is an otter, and favorite animal for me is probably like a cat or a dog. Oh, I love them both. Someone asked water or vodka. Definitely water. Someone asked, what is your best weight loss tip? I honestly hate giving this advice because...
Thank you, Jack.
I mean, look at me. But this is common sense. This is science.
Thank you, Jack.
Just eat below your calorie.
She's giving weight loss, guys. She's giving weight loss advice. Like, she giggles at the lunacy of it and then continues to do it anyway.
Deficiency. You need to have a caloric deficiency. It's that plain and simple. No matter which way you slice or dice it.
We didn't get shrimp yet?
One of the biggest ways to lose weight, honestly. And I do want to say, you can succeed in that with intuitive eating. You don't always have to count calories, but some people don't know how much is in certain foods. So obviously, if you don't...
Hang on. Let's throw a net out again. We're going shrimping, you guys. Let's go shrimping. I got a shrimp. We're eating good tonight, guys. I got myself a shrimp. All right, let's get back to...
No, it's a good thing to look it up, but I have been...
Oh, Valentine. Sorry, I beat you to the shrimp. Thank you for gifting 5 members, Valentine. Allie, Carly. What's happening? Sometimes this happens. We get a little crazy with Member Palooza sometimes.
Calories for so long that I can look at something. And
this is how nice our community is. If somebody's in the chat and they don't have a membership and they say they'd like one, then people start throwing gifted members into the chat to try and get them a membership. That's how friggin' nice this community is.
Just kind of know how many calories is in said food. And that goes a lot with people who have been calorie counting for years. For me, it's literally been a decade. That's pathetic. And
you're confused about the shrimp. Shrimp is somebody in the chat who wanted a membership. That's why we were fishing for shrimp.
And that goes into a whole other subject where a lot of people are like, you say you know how to lose weight, but why aren't you? you guys, I know the tools to lose weight. I know the tools
She
to
knows
lose weight,
them, guys.
100%. But I don't use those
doesn't
tools
use the tools
because I suffer with a food addiction.
No, you
I suffer with binge eating. So
what's the excuse now? Butterfly, thank you for gifting a member. That's awesome. Kitten teeth. Kitten teeth are very sharp. Be careful. She knows the tools. She just doesn't use them.
So if I wasn't a food addict and if I didn't binge eat, I would be losing weight and I would be feeling amazing.
Wait now. But now you're not a food addict. I mean, now you don't binge eat. Wait, I'm confused. Well, by this logic, she should be at her goal weight by now, right?
I would be looking good and feeling good, but I suffer with some mental problems.
Grace, send me send an email to the .narc.alert@gmail.com and I'll sort you out. Sometimes people have a hard time getting in, but once we send you an invitation, that seems to work. So if you're in Discord but not in our Discord, you can friend and member any of the mods or myself, and we'll get you in. Also, don't feel offended if you friend request me and I don't, because I'm not friends with anybody. It's just, I'm friends with the mods. It's just easier to just keep it that way. Sometimes I might have to friend you to do something, but then I'll unfriend you. It's not personal. I just like to keep that friend list to just the mods. And there's no benefit except that you can have group DMs with your friends. And I'm not going to get in group DMs with you. So it doesn't matter. You can still DM me.
I do have a goal weight, 170 pounds. It used to be 199, but I figured 170 is a pretty good number too. I'll probably never get there, but never say never.
Yeah, if you're in the Discord, message a mod or myself. Their names are what they are here, more or less. Mine is Merc. If you can't do that, you can send me an email at the.narc.alert@gmail.com and we'll sort you out.
Have you ever tried 0-calorie rice or noodles? I honestly haven't. I have seen the 0-calorie noodles and they look so gross. Oh my gosh. They look slimy and they're like clear.
Okay, I'm with her on this. I've got those Miracle Rice. I thought it was noodles. Thank you, Ella. I thought it was noodles and I bought it and it was rice and it's still sitting in my, because it looks gross. And I know I've had Lainey tell me many times it's not bad. You just got to rinse it a lot and then it takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking and it's good. Julie, someone will help you out and one of the mods will help you out in the chat. I don't know what they're made of. Konjac, that's it. Yeah, you hear it. Yeah, they call them miracle noodles, I think. They might be okay. I haven't had the nerve to try it yet. Here, I'll show you the ones I have. Hang on. These things. These things. Yeah, konjac flour, citric acid. But yeah, it's all packed in liquid, and that bothers me. They smell horrible. Julie, you become a member of the channel. You can join the Discord. It's Discord is a perk of membership, and Ella is going to post you a link. So if you hang around long enough, you might get gifted a member, like our lucky shrimp did today. It's $1.99. I think $2.99. I forget. It's not very much. Hopefully for you. I'll try to keep it low. Shut the front door says you've had them. They were fine, not terrible, just bland. Yeah, I don't have any desire to try them. I just figure I just cut down on rice. Every once in a while, maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, I'll have a little bit of brown basmati rice, which apparently is the very best of all the rices to eat if you're low carb or if you're diabetic, because it's got a lower glycemic load than other rices. It's not great, but it's better.
Maybe I can try them for a video sometime, because honestly, I feel like my reaction would be hilarious because they look disgusting. Someone asked, should I buy an Apple Watch? And I want to say, honey boo boo, if you have the money, go for it. Do what you want with your money. Someone asked, what do you see when you look in the mirror? And honestly, I see a girl who is screaming to be better. I see a girl who is living in a fat suit, who feels like she is trapped in a cage and doesn't know how to get out. I see a girl who thinks she's ugly and disgusting, but I also see a girl with a big heart, and I see a girl who's misunderstood. Someone asked, what do you want for Christmas? I've gotten this question by so many people, and I honestly just say nothing. Like, I'm not tooting my own horn, but if there's something I want, I usually just buy it for myself. So I'm kind of sitting in this position where I'm like, I don't want anything. And I know people in my life are going to get me things, and I appreciate it so much. And I just love anything that comes from the heart, honestly. Even if you just get me a card, I guess the best.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't know if it's a narc thing with gifts. I mean, I believe that she doesn't care about getting gifts. I believe that she wants the gesture, not necessarily the gift, because yeah, anything she wants, she can literally go and buy herself. And gifts from the heart don't necessarily mean anything to her, right? How about, hey, Fry Girl, thanks for joining. How about, I know it was only from a subscriber and not a dear friend, but what about Kendra's cup there? That was from the heart, right? She didn't care about that. I don't think she really made a big fuss about anything that Becky ever gave her. And her sentimental gifts to Becky were things like rainbow keychains and stuff, right? So it's weird.
The best way to word it is like, what I want for Christmas is for people to think about me. Even if it's just a text message saying, Merry Christmas, I miss you, from an old friend. Like, I don't know. I'm very like sentimental. So if you want to just like maybe color me a picture, I'm not really about the whole.
Felicia Dunlap, member for 14 months, says, just got to say it, 14 months. Woo woo, welcome. Thank you. Welcome 14 months ago. Thanks for sticking around.
Materialistic, like, oh, buy me a Mercedes.
Oh, is Peg here? Hey, Peg's here.
What is your favorite state you lived in? And honestly, I'm gonna say Virginia. I preferred the weather there and the vibe there. I preferred it over any. But I will say, just because it's kind of like my home state type deal, I really did enjoy California, mainly because my hometown is there, and I feel like little tiny pieces of my heart is still in California. Becky legit fell asleep behind me. I asked her, I was like, is my talking annoying you? And she's like, no, I love listening to you talk. And I was like, oh. And then she fell asleep again, but this time she's snoring. So if you guys hear that, sorry. I'm just gonna.
You didn't have to say that, Amber. Why do you have to call her out like that? And even if you were afraid that we could hear it and you wanted to say something about it, you edit these, right? You could have just edited that out. You didn't have to say that. Paige is here early. Paige, are you skipping school? Are you skipping final class?
I'm gonna do a few more questions because I feel like I'm bothering her, although I'm not. What are you gonna do for your birthday? I honestly have no idea. And if anyone's wondering, my birthday is December 27th. I literally have no plans, so I don't really know.
Cameron gifted new alerts and I missed it. What an ass. Cameron, thank you for gifting 5 new members. 5. Cameron Mamenga, also known as Teresa Renteria.
No, like I never make like this huge big deal about my birthday, but I can't even believe I'm going to be 28.
Julie, you can get gifted if you allow gifted in the chat. I think if you click on one of the things at the top of a previous gifted member, it should give you the choice to accept gifts. And then it's not up to anybody. We gift a certain number of memberships and YouTube chooses who to distribute them to. So don't feel slighted if you're not getting one, because it's not anybody's choice except YouTube's algorithm or whatever.
That's mind-boggling. How do you feel about people saying Ricky and Eric hate you? Have you tried to talk with them about it? Ricky and Eric are my friends. They're my very, 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 very best friends. And it's just like, I don't know why people like to stir the pot, if you will. That's just like the best way to put it. People love drama. Drama is an entertainment to them. As long as they're not, you know, suffering the consequences, they're just going to keep spewing drama.
I don't think Ricky ever liked Amber. Laser Saint, thank you for gifting a member. I don't think Ricky ever liked her. Do you? And I don't even know if Eric really liked her or not. I wonder about that sometimes. I think that maybe Eric was lonely and she was somebody kind of fun to hang out with for a while, but I don't know if he ever really, really liked her. It's on. Well, Julie, hang in there. You might get it eventually. He did not. I don't believe they did. I mean, Ricky made it obvious that he didn't like her, but I really wonder if Eric did or not. Jace, I'm going to get that post office box open. Maybe I'll try and do that tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. And if you want to send anything to Peg, you can send it to my post office box because she will be here in Toronto on August 12th. And maybe we can vlog going and pick it up or something. I don't know. Paige, you weren't here when I said yesterday I ate a whole bag of maple bacon potato chips. And like they were one of the best things I've ever had in my mouth. And all I kept thinking is, I can't wait for Paige to come to Toronto so she can try these chips. Because I thought, if you like those hickory sticks, which, by the way, you're coming to Toronto on the way home, you can get a whole bunch of hickory sticks to bring home. I'm thinking about your snack needs.
Out of their mouth. That's just how it goes. And we have talked about it because it's funny. It's funny to us that they're seeing something that's totally not there or true. Like, we're all great friends, and off of the camera, we hang out, we laugh, we joke. Like, we are real friends. Like, I don't get it. And I'm not going to sit here and like film and try to prove that we're friends. That's exactly why we don't do that, because that's just a load of crock. Like, that's just faking it for the camera. Like, we're literal friends. And you guys don't see everything that goes on. That's something you need to remember.
Listen, she has got a hella exciting life going on behind the scenes. We don't get to see it. Cameron Mamenga, thank you again for gifting 5 more members. Yeah, there's something funky with our... Now, shrimp, sometimes it can take up to an hour, so just hang in there. But if by the end of the stream it's not showing up, then definitely hit up me or one of the mods, and we'll sort you out. And mods, if you have to give them a grandfather role for now, that's fine. We'll have to get better about clearing those out, but, you know. I'm not very good at that. Turning the chat into broccoli. Our chat is often broccoli. We don't need to do members-only chat because we get so many darn members in the live streams. It's lovely.
I feel like it's definitely probably mint. Oh, mint ice cream is so good. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Books or movies? Lately, books. I am a fanatic.
She's going to talk about books. I'll talk about Costa Rica. Tropic says, how did you discover your love for Costa Rica? Did you take a vacation there years ago and decided you liked it? I don't know exactly how, but I found a place online called Finca Bella Vista, which is a sustainable, eco-friendly treehouse community around Drake Bay in the very jungly part of Costa Rica. And I just fell in love with this magical spot. And I thought, I have to see it. So the first time I went to Costa Rica, I didn't make it there because it's expensive too, and it's far. But I went and stayed in Manuel Antonio and fell in love with Manuel Antonio, in love with Capos. So I just kept going back. I still haven't been to that treehouse community that originally drew me there because I don't think it'd be fun to go there by yourself because it's really remote. There's nothing to do except like zip line and enjoy the jungle and stuff, which is great. But honestly, after a day or two of that on your own, it gets boring when you're alone. So I didn't want to do that. But then once I fell in love with the country, I went back 7 times, always to a different part of the country and at a different time of the year because I decided I did want to live there. And I thought, you can't be happy with the first place you land. It's, there's what, 18 different microclimates in Costa Rica. So it's very different every part of the country. So now I think I've found my spot. So now it's just a matter of going back and doing an extended stay for 3 to 6 months to see if I actually can live there. Because honestly, I don't know. I might be there for 2 months and come running back to Toronto because I need my 24/7 pot dispensary and all the conveniences of living here. But we'll have to see. But that's how you do. That's how you do. You got to go for 3 months and try it out first, right? And that's my Costa Rican story. Now listen, let's skip Amber. Let's talk about
Since I
books.
last updated you guys, I actually have completed this book. It's called In a Dark, Dark Wood. This is the last question. I want my baby to get some good sleep and not have me yakking. Oh my God. But that book is super amazing. I have totally been into books. And the next book I'm actually going to be reading is Keeping You a Secret.
Are you really concerned about Becky's sleep? You're so concerned that you have to keep talking about the books you've read? They're not even good book reviews. You hold up the cover and go, so good. She's got 30 seconds.
So anyways, I'm going to go. I'm sorry. It's super late. And I don't know. Becky was just like laying on her phone and then she like fell asleep.
Hey.
You guys heard her?
What were the hard things to talk about? Wait a second now. This video is entitled Really Hard Things to Talk About. Did I miss them? Was it just the weight and stuff? Because is that a really hard thing to talk about, or is that just something that she talks about in every single video? Exactly, Ellen. I got suckered in by clickbait. She clickbaited us. We fell for it, guys. Maybe it was the hardcover books. We all zoned out. That's a very real possibility, Orb. I often do. She mentioned her parents in the beginning. Yeah, and there is chapters here. Let's see what here, the most challenging thing. Oh, she talks about the tour. We all remember about the tour. Oh my God. I just thought, don't you think it'd be really funny merch to make an Amberlynn Reid tour t-shirt with like dates and places on it? Should I do that? It'd be funny, right? And like some picture on the front. The Amberlynn Reid tour. Well, what was the most challenging thing? I gotta go back for a second because I'm confused now. What was the most challenging
What is the most challenging thing you have ever had to deal with other than your weight and binge eating? Love you.
Okay.
I love you too. So that's actually a really, really easy question. It's definitely just the things I went through in my childhood, neglected. My parents were drug addicts. Just went through a lot of abuse, whether it be mental.
Really hard things to talk about. Yeah, I was really abused when I was a child, like mentally and sexually and other stuff, not my parents, but it was really hard, and that's why I ended up in childcare. What's my favorite book that I'm reading this month? It didn't really feel like that was that hard for her to. It's like 4 seconds of the video. Proud Shamed. Oh, the titles are worth it alone. Proud Shamed.
What's something you're very proud of and something...
Oh, that was about the school. We covered that. Daily weigh-ins she doesn't want to do. Why 1,200 calories won't work for her. Moving to a new state, like bare legs, Lexapro, best weight loss tip. There's nothing here. Ingeborg says, my questions to Asper are more hard-hitting than any of these Q&A questions she's getting. I just asked him, are you a baby? And he had no answer. If I got enough hype, I'd be down to make fake Amber merch. Well, I mean, I don't like using... I have this weird thing about my merch where I don't like... we don't need to look at that anymore. I don't really like using her... like her sayings or expressions. There's nothing I could do it. Other people do it all the time. But I don't feel like that's my merch then. It doesn't represent me necessarily. And I try and make my merch so that if people aren't in the Amberverse, they still kind of get the joke or think it's okay. So We can just have a silly graphic in the Discord. No need to sell it. There's that too, Ella. That's true. So, like, because it's her name and stuff, I don't really do that. I gotta do some new merch, so it's really time to do some new merch. I gotta talk to Tim. He's bored. He's got nothing to do. He's got all the time and talent. Rio merch is all we need. I haven't gotten, I don't have any good well, there's a couple of Rio shirts there, but I haven't gotten one that I love yet. I gotta find the right one. But yeah, the merch definitely needs an update. I haven't done any. Oh my god, look, he's so cute right now. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta show you the cat. He's back where he should be in his spot. You're gonna get the ceiling cam for a minute. Oh, you're not on yet. Hang on. I'll give you a little real cam. Well, there's the ceiling. I gotta be careful because I don't want you to see how dirty my apartment is right now. It's not clean. How about I do this? And then I'll put it back when it's ready. Yes, the man. Are you gonna stay there? Are you gonna stay there for us today? Oh, you're so cute. You're the cutest man. Look at your cuteness. Oh, I don't even have it in the right. What the hell? Is it? Oh, it's backwards, the camera. That's good. But you're being so cute and I'm missing it. I know. Where did it go, Rio? Hang on, guys, I'm coming. Oh, crap. Hang on. I screwed this all up now. He's over there rolling around and being so cute, and I'm just like not getting the. Hang on. There it is. Okay. Okay. There. He's been rolling around being cute. Now he's going to move like an asshole. He's such an asshole. You're an ass. You're an asshole. I know. You knew that was going to happen, right? He's such a damn cat. Well, I don't want to look at any more Amber. Venom's going to go. Scratch the chicken for us, Venom. I guess maybe, what did we start at 4:30? Well, it's been kind of short. Lulu Cattywampus got gifted. We did a whole bunch of membership gifting this stream. Thank you guys for your always amazing generosity and willingness to embrace everybody in this community. It's really touching, isn't it? It's nice, right? Yes, it is. Even Rio thinks so. Do you want, they said chin scratches. Do you want chin scratches? Then he's going to go down there and you won't see him. Angela comes in just when we're going to probably call it a night. Scratch the chicken means Venom has a chicken. Venom has a pet chicken. I meant literally scratch the chicken. Now that I say it, it sounds rude. You're a beautiful man. Well, on that note, I think let's just go and have some supper. And we'll watch something in the Discord. And tomorrow, for the Europeans that are still hanging around and the ones that are in the Discord, tomorrow we're going to watch more of Naked and Afraid Castaways, which we started a couple days ago. And I promised I'd keep to daytime hours so our Europeans can watch it. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm going to go have some dinner. Rio is not, because this is how much food he's left. Not a highly food motivated cat, I'm telling you. Thank you all for joining me at this little retro reaction on Hump Day. I'll be back on Friday with some kind of video, and then live on Saturday, of course. And it's May. Mom's in long-term care. I really hope to get back on a regular schedule and start uploading more content and back to normal. And let's move away from Amber, shall we? It's more fun that way. Thank you all for joining me and Rio, who's now eating. I want you to have a really, really good night. And if you're going to hang around in the Discord, if you can't get in, hit us up and we'll sort you out. We watch something every night or play games or whatever, and we can't wait to see you. Thank you all for joining me and Rio. And until we meet again, you know the routine. Just, be kind and hasta luego.